All right. Welcome back to Late Nights with All Access. Myself, Mike Anthony. Right next to me, Miss Nat Boogie.
What's up, guys?
Miss Nat Boogie.
Hi.
And we have our special guest, Paradise.
What's up? What's good? What's poppin'?
And you know what? It's been a while since I feel like we haven't been on the show.
Nope. I took a couple breaks. Sorry. Got some stuff going on in my personal life, but I'm good.
I know.
I'm here tonight.
You're
That's all that
here.
matters.
That is all that matters. Miss Paradise, we thank you for coming on set with us. And I appreciate you making time.
Of course. I'm always down. I'm actually really excited.
Thank you for being here. We appreciate that.
Now, for all of our viewers, please make sure to like, comment below, tag your Monday Night Squad, and share because we have a lot to talk about. And first, we want to give a shout out to Skylar and Mike with DZIR because this is our sponsor location. And inside the nightclub, it looks really spooky.
I like the hall. I guess that's the hall that they walk in to get in here. That shit looks dope. So if you come to DZIR, which you should be, especially this weekend, because I know they have someone here performing, right?
Waka Flocka.
Waka Flocka Flame. Waka Flocka Flame.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, so that should be good. But if you walk through that hall, you're going to see what we're talking about. I felt like I was in a haunted house when I walked in.
I know, that's what.
A minute ago.
Wait, can I see it after?
You can see
I
it
want to
after.
see after because I've never even been over there. I just see the decorations over here look cool, but I want to go because, okay, I'm going to be the first one. Am I going to be the first one?
I mean,
Yes.
I didn't
Kinda
walk
see,
all
like,
the way through,
that
so
don't
yes.
work here?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you will be the first one to see everything.
I guess
pretty much.
I'm a special guest.
You are. You know what, Paradise? Your name is spelled differently from the regular Paradise. Can you let the viewers know how you spell your name?
So it's the same thing. It's Paradise, but with two I's. But, well, okay, so it's Paradise, two I's, and then two D's. But the reason why I have it like that is because, okay, so, oh my gosh. I started off as a Didi. I went by Didi because my real name is Deanita. So people are like, bro, I can't say that. That's just
How do
hard
you
as
say
fuck. Deanita? Yeah, you can't
see,
even
I
say it.
can't
Yeah. So, like, my
whitest
teachers and
Mexican
stuff,
over here.
they'll call me, and I didn't like it because they were like, Deanira, this is not. And I'm like, no, just call me Didi, okay? Just call me Didi. Start calling me Didi. And then one time, I went outside in the sunset. It was so beautiful. And I was like, bro, I feel like Paradise right now. So I changed my at name to Paradise. And when I blew up, everybody started calling me Paradise. And I was like, yo, I even got it tatted on me.
Oh, that's cute.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is cute.
So it's like really meaningful to me.
Aw. I was
That's
wondering who they were talking to. I saw someone, Jennifer. She said, Didi, you look so beautiful as always. I was wondering, I was like, I'm not Didi, so I wasn't sure who she was talking to. Good to know it was you now.
Really?
What?
Wait, what did you just say?
You didn't even pay attention
I
to
know, I
anything
said really.
I say. What are you saying really to?
Wait, no, I thought I heard something, but never mind.
Anyways, continue. How was your weekend?
Weekend was fun. It was a lot of fun with the party buses being booked because of homecoming. It's so crazy. Like, so many people, we were just overbooked. Like, I appreciate the affiliate partners that we do have and able to use their buses and limos too as well. But over the weekend, that was pretty much what I did. And then also Hotel Discotheque didn't really have any clients because everyone's booking for this weekend. And so I was able to come show some love to DZIR over here and just had a good time. So
Nice.
Melinda, her friend Melissa, and AJ was here too as well. Mystic
Turns?
was doing his thing. No, AJ TikTok, yes. And Mystic just killing it like always. Man, I swear that boy just on fire when he's playing music. Yours? What'd you do?
Friday, so Davies Entertainment had their Brawl on Broadway Dia de los Muertos edition. So
Man,
I
you
was
said that
there.
good.
Dia de los Muertos. I'm the one that actually doesn't have any Hispanic in her, and I can pronounce and roll my R's.
Let's
but you
not
can't
talk
do
about
shit.
that. I did go to we went to the Market Square, so yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so I did that on Friday, went to the fight, and then hit up a couple spots afterwards. Saturday, I just chilled. I didn't do shit Saturday. Yesterday, I went to the, once again, Dia de los Muertos. festival at
I'm about to walk off,
at Hemisphere. So I didn't even know that they have this. I guess they do this every year, but it's a festival they do. So I went to that yesterday, and then we went to Smoke for a little bit. I'm a little sad because they were having their little puppy Coachella, Pupchella, Dogchella, whatever it's called.
How was it?
And I missed it. We got there after it happened, so I missed it. But they still had some dogs there, so it was cool. So I went there and then went by Bentley's for a bit, and that was it. I was home.
Nice.
I've been super chill mode lately. I haven't been doing too much. So,
what about you, Paradise? What'd you do? How was your weekend?
So Friday I was with my friend. We just went, we smoked, chill, whatever. Saturday I was with the girls. So it was a girls' night out. But I swear, we went to, I don't even remember what. Shenanigans. Have y'all been there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we went there, whatever. We went there we only stayed there for like 45 minutes. When we left, I swear, I don't know what they were trying to do, but this guy was like trying to offer us exos, and we're like, no. We're like, nah, bro. And like, no. And then he was like trying to get our number and stuff.
One of those parties.
No. And then, okay, so he looked like 30s. Okay, and he was like, oh, we're having a party. We're having like a party. I'm like, bro, you're 30 years old. There's no freaking way you're having a freaking party. Like, dude, go back to your wife and your kids. Like, I don't know. It just seemed like that. And then he was like, let me walk you out to your car. Like, no, we're good. We're safe over here. Yeah, that's what we felt like that night. And then Sunday, it was chill day.
At least you're smart, because there's some girls that are naive. Like, okay, I'll take it.
Mm-hmm. No.
At the party, okay, I'll go.
I took a picture of his driver's plate, and I got scared because my flash was on, and I was like, oh my God. I don't care.
That's too funny. And then what else? You went to a concert, didn't you?
Okay, yeah. So then I went to a concert. It was yesterday, Sunday. I went to Playboy Cardi, which that was insane.
I heard there was a lot of people there.
There was so much people. And like, so on the top floor, we were on the top floor, and there's literally people who were jumping it, and they're going down to the floor, and they were like running over security. They're jumping over the fence.
Wow.
Security was trying to get them, but they're like too gordo to like catch them. You know, you know what I'm saying? So they couldn't. It was funny because we have a perfect view, so we're seeing everybody like trying to get chased, trying to get catched, and they're just going through. They're teenagers. We're fast, you know. But me, I was like, no, I get anxiety, so I didn't want to be down there.
I feel you.
But my sister, let me tell you this. My sister actually snuck in. So it's a white wristband that you have to go in, like down there, whatever. So she went to the bathroom, she got a napkin, rolled it, put it on there. She snuck in, guys. She snuck in funny. Down there. And
she's smart.
Like, wow.
She's smart for that.
She is. And me, I'm a goody, bro. I'm like, no, bro, I'm scared I'm gonna get caught. Like, no, don't do that. And she's like, I don't care. It's Cardi. I'm gonna go do it. And I'm like, girl, you do you, girl.
That is
stay right here.
I'm taking mental note of that next time I'm going somewhere and trying to sneak in and they have white wristbands. Taking mental note.
Because all they were doing was flashing the light. They're just like trying to see whatever. And then they found out that people were doing that. So they were like, no, go back. And then that's when they were like, they ran over security and everything. Crazy.
That is too
crazy.
funny.
But overall, was it a good concert? Someone that you would go watch again? Was the production really good?
Well, look, I liked it, but the thing is that for one, he doesn't like to be seen, I guess, because there's so much smoke, and like when we would take pictures or videos, you couldn't see anything especially from far away. So I can imagine people up close, they couldn't even see him either. And then it was getting really hot in there as well. And the thing is with me is that I can't listen to the same artist, bro. Like, I can't keep listening to the same like songs or different songs from that artist. I gotta listen to other people, and then it's loud as hell. And I'm like, and it's not my type of music. I just went because it was a free ticket, basically. Yeah, so sense. I just took it, went. But I did have fun. I'm very grateful, thankful. It was pretty cool. Overall.
Was it just him, or was there someone else on
there? There was two other people. I know it was Rico Nasty, and the one before her, I don't know who that was. Nobody knew it. Everybody thought it was Cardi, and it was so funny. That's when everybody started going over it, and they thought it was Cardi, and it wasn't until the end. But
yeah, do you know who that is?
Yeah, they're a little below me, like the age group.
Oh.
So I don't really listen to him unless a song comes on Spotify or something. Other than that, I'm not like, let me search Playboy Cardi playlist right now. It's not my thing.
I didn't know who that is.
But yeah, my friends, when we were at the festival yesterday, her 17-year-old son was there. So
really?
He was sending her pictures of him like standing in line and how many people were there and shit. So actually, I didn't even hear about it until that happened yesterday.
Surprisingly, the line went by fast.
Really?
Yeah. Like literally, like if y'all went to Six Flags and Rattler, that line takes forever. But this line was so freaking fast. I swear it was so fast.
Well, that's one good thing.
Yeah,
about
it was
I
a good
guess.
thing.
You know, when it comes to music and with the younger artists, is there anyone, because you do music as well, and we'll get into that in the second part, but is there anyone as a young rapper or artist that you would like to collaborate with that you've thought about?
I would say, to be honest, I don't know, because I'm an independent person. I want to blow up myself, and I feel like, oh, let's say if I did a feature with someone, whatever, I had the money for it, and whatever, and I did that, like, I will feel like, oh, she became big because of so and so. Like, no, I don't want to become that person, So that never came to mind. I never really.
Oh, okay.
But if there is somebody that I kind of got inspired to make music, is Coyle Ray, because I like the way she goes like, yeet. Yeah, and I like doing that. So, like, yeah, I think that would be a good collaboration. What do y'all think? Who do y'all think I would sound good with? Even people were like saying, like, bro, you and Cardi would be like a good duo. And I'm like, bro, just wait, hold on, I need to blow up first. And then, and I swear, guys, he was seeing me from far away. I know he was looking at me.
Every time you're like, they made eye contact with me.
Like, remember me? Yeah, I remember you.
I know you seen me.
You seen to me.
That's so funny.
So shout out to DJ Richie Rich. How was your Miami trip? We have George on here too as well.
Yes, and I'm gonna need my car done soon, so I'm gonna hit you up.
You have Angie on here, Jennifer on here, Gabby. You have also
Angie. Hey, Angie.
Arlene. She's back.
Arlene's back.
What happened, Arlene?
And Gerard, what's up, Gerard? And you have some people watching.
Yeah, you have
for
a lot of people
really?
showing some love to you.
Jennifer, Tracy. There is Gabby.
Dang, the view looks hella cool.
Layla.
So there's a lot of things going on in the world right now, right? And or in the entertainment world. And so you have right now it was so crazy. I was on Facebook earlier and I saw Mayweather made a comment about not taking a picture with the boy or with the guy because he had his nails painted.
Yeah, it's dumb.
And so now people are like saying, calling him out, whatever. And then there's people defending Mayweather and saying, well, it's his choice. It's his choice not to take a picture with someone that paints his nails. Do you think that there's like a double standards to where people can say, hey, you should accept someone for who they are, but then you can't say no because you have your own beliefs and I haven't gone way deep into it, but what do you think on that? What are your thoughts on that? Like if you have a belief of you're like, hey, you know what? You don't want to take a picture with someone based on whatever it is. Should you be called out for it, or should you be like, hey, you know what? He has a choice. He doesn't want to take a picture with it, and that's it. Just like how that person has a choice of, painting their nails.
I mean, regardless, people are gonna talk. So either way, even if he did take a picture with him, let's say, people are still gonna talk. What the hell? Like people that are homophobic or something. They like Mayweather and they're like, what the hell? Like he's taking pictures with him or something. It's just either way, it's good or bad. So I mean, people have their own choices. They say yeah, we have our own choices. So I feel like he's not really in the wrong. I mean, but people are so quick to judge. So I wouldn't really know.
I think I don't know. Like,
because he's a fan, right? He was sent to take a picture with him.
Yeah, I like Mayweather. Like, I like him a lot. Even like The Rock. I like The Rock, but I don't like The Rock's political views at all, period. But I like The Rock. And Mayweather, I like him because he's a great athlete or a great boxer, But I don't like some of the shit he says. So I think the approach, if you saw the video, and comment below what y'all think. If you saw the video, I think he could have just maybe said it a little bit differently, but oh well.
I watched the video that you sent. I know at the end he starts talking about the kid made a comment about him being homophobic, about Mayweather being homophobic because he made that comment about the painted nails, which I mean these days it's not just gay kids that do it. There's a lot of people, regardless of their sexual preference, that
is
paint
true.
Their nails.
I used to paint my nails.
Style. It's just,
really?
I mean, there's guys out there like that actually
sounds
get their
great
nails
though.
done.
I wasn't saying
Yeah, there is. I actually seen guys look at their
You're
nails
looking at
done.
like what's his name, MGK, the one that's with.
Oh yeah, MGK.
Megan Fox.
He gets his nail done, and he's with Megan Fox. She's beautiful. She's one of the fine ass the finest women out in the industry.
Is he with
right
Megan
now.
Fox?
Yeah.
Yes.
Damn.
They've been together for a minute, and he actually gets his nails done. Like, he'll show fucking, like, his nails look better than mine. Doesn't mean he's gay. It's just part of a style these days.
Yeah, I
And
know.
so-
That's what's different. The generation is just changing. Because I'm like, what? We do that now? That's a trend? That's what's going on?
It's a thing.
But,
apparently.
I
Well, you
mean-
think about it. Tupac had his nose ring, and he never got anything called on it.
That's a nose ring.
Yeah, but like that's not a normal thing that guys do.
Now it is.
Yeah, it is.
Now, that's
Because
what
I
I'm
see
saying.
a lot of people.
I'm saying
with-
there's like a nose ring back then wasn't a thing.
Oh, a thing, yeah.
You know, and especially being a claim like a true rapper. You know, hardcore. I mean, yeah, but yeah, seeing today's era of men dressing.
I mean, it's just a totally
It's
different.
fashion.
Yeah, it's a totally different style, just everything these days. And so I don't know if Mayweather was like trying to make it seem like, I guess he thought the kid was gay because he made the comment about him having his nails painted, which these days, like I said, it doesn't really matter. I think it was stupid as fuck. I mean,
Yeah.
Mayweather, everyone's going to do what they want at the end of the day to have their own beliefs and opinions. They are more than welcome to have that, just as we are. And I mean, it is what it is. I think it was stupid for him to say, I'm not going to take a picture with you because your nails are painted, but whatever.
Yeah.
It's Mayweather. Move on. But that is one thing that you kind of learn, like, because that's one thing I hate when there's like celebrities that you look up to and you actually meet them in person and then they're just like an asshole to you.
They're
I
just
hate that
different.
shit.
Yeah.
I hate that shit. So I feel like that kid's dreams probably got crushed a little bit that day.
I know.
But I mean, it is what it is. But everyone has a choice, just like, I mean, the other celebrity we want to talk about.
Yeah,
Kyrie.
Yeah,
he he has a choice too to do as he pleases.
Yep.
It's understandable.
So the NBA league is going to deny him to play because he doesn't want to take the shot. And if you know what the shot is, you know what the shot is. And
the COVID vaccine.
yes, and it's crazy because it's his choice. And for him they're telling him, since you're not taking the shot because the state laws in New York are very strict, and they're denying him $15 million, you know, and it's so crazy. I that's why when I was reading about, actually I was reading about it over the weekend, and I was just like, damn, I cannot believe that. But I'm glad that someone's stepping up, you know, because I feel like when it comes as a leader, you need to make those, you know, you need to break those chains, you know, not just be a yes sir, yes ma'am all the time. And you know, really believe in your own beliefs. And to see that, I'm just like, it's just mind blowing because I didn't know that he donated $1 million to the WNBA, his own money.
Nice.
$1 million.
I love that.
Yeah, and just to see that alone, I'm just like, damn. I was like, people are gonna really like, or the state is, or the NBA league is gonna just stop him from playing. It's there's a saying, stand for something or fall for anything, and he's standing for something.
So I was actually reading up on this probably like a week or two ago when I think this first came out, and there was a conversation with another celebrity, another athlete. I want to say Carl Anthony Towns or something is his name, and they were asking him what he thought about Kyrie, like basically just not winning, refusing to get the vaccine, which I get it. Like, I haven't gotten the vaccine, but I also haven't gotten sick. I also don't have a bunch of family people, like people close to me that have gotten sick. Now, if it wasn't, you know, if it was the other way, I probably would be all for the vaccine because I've seen firsthand what it can do to people. But I mean, you know, fortunately, by the grace of God, I just haven't had people really close to me that have been as affected, you know, themselves. Now, this athlete, he was saying how he's actually lost like 5 or 7 family members due to COVID. So he, of course, is going to run and get that vaccine, and he completely understands where Kyrie just may not be as affected in that way, to where and he also wants to stand up for his rights. And, you know, as a human being, this vaccine came out very fast. We don't know what the long-term effects of are. Like, we're all part of the phase 3 trial, basically, is what it was. We were the phase 3 trial. And so I understand
The
him
guinea pigs.
so I completely understand him wanting to stand up for himself, but at the same time, you also have to think, well, these basketball players, they're on the court, they're very close to each other. Sometimes bodily fluids get on each other, sweat, you know, spit, whatever it may be, and you don't know, those people could be going to somebody that is at a very high risk in their family, and they could pass it along. So I get why the NBA would want them to have a vaccine because of this the circumstances into, you know, what their job is and the game they play. But I completely understand and agree with him having his own opinion on what goes inside of his body. And, you know, if he doesn't want to do it, he doesn't want to do it. That's his choice. I don't think he should be punished for that. I don't think people should, you know, be coming after him for it. I think it's understandable. He's free to do as he pleases.
I feel you on that because I haven't taken the shot. I'm not going to take the shot, but I'm cautious with other people too. Like with my grandmother, I will wear my mask around her. I'll make sure there's hand sanitizer. I'll protect, you know, her from anything because I do go out and I do meet people. And if there's a place that I've said this plenty of times, if there's a place that says wear your mask, I'll wear the mask for the time being and just get my shit, get it done, in and out, and that's it. I'm not I really think though that for Kyrie it's just mind blowing to see, you know, him not being able to do what he loves and play basketball, you know.
It is, but I mean, I respect him for still standing strong.
Trade, man.
I mean, $15 million is a lot of fucking money to anybody. I mean, to him, I'm sure he'll be good without it, regardless. I'm sure he'll be fine without it. But I mean, the fact that he's taking a stand and, you know, just not caving into, you know, money like a lot of people, like they're trying to bribe us with fucking $100 gift cards right now to get fucking vaccinated and shit like that. Like
that's why it seems like if you
have you taken the shot?
Hell no, I'm not taking no shot. And ain't nobody gonna force me to do that. Because I really do feel like they say right now it's for COVID, but later on they're gonna be like, oh, for you to come inside here, you need to have the COVID shot. You need to have like a COVID card or like a vaccine card or whatever that you got it.
That's what New York does. Yeah.
Yeah, you see, like it's like going around everywhere, and I just feel like, well, why? Like, why?
People can still get sick just because you got vaccinated doesn't mean you're not going to still spread the disease.
No, people are still
people are still getting it from people. Yep. People are still getting sick. Like I have a friend, actually somebody that I know. She didn't get that bad, but she recently got COVID from her friend that spread it to her, and her friend was vaccinated. So it's kind of like, what's the point, really? Yeah. But I don't know.
I know it's so crazy that this topic could be talked about on and on and on and on.
And really, she said, I want gift cards, and she has 3 ears now from her vaccine. I'm just saying, I'm waiting for someone to start growing some extra body parts or for something to happen long term.
I don't think that I've heard so many things about the shot is that if you want to renew your driver's license, they're going to be telling you have to take your shot first. Or if you want a passport, you're going to have to take a shot first. Like, that's just dumb. Like, like we live in where? What country do we live in? You know? Like, why? Yeah. It'd be different if we were living out of the country, you know, but we live in America. Like,
it's supposed to be the land of the free. Supposed to be, but it hasn't been for a while.
Yes. So, on another topic, on another thing that we're going to be discussing, you know, October, I really love October. I feel like the weather is perfect.
Finally cooling down
and everything. And there's 2 big awarenesses that are, you know, in October. One is cancer, and the other one is domestic violence.
It's breast cancer, isn't it?
Yep, breast cancer. And with domestic violence, there's a lot of people that go through it, men and women. And to me, when I hear domestic violence, I don't really just think of just like the physical abuse. I also think of the mental abuse too as well, because I think mental is bad as physical, you know, in degrees, depending on, obviously, if you die from a domestic violence, then obviously that's worse. But I think the mental part can really put a strain on someone, you know, for a long time. So in the meantime, everyone that's tuning in, if you know someone that is going through a domestic situation or you know a survivor, please tag them below, because during our second half, we're going to be discussing about this. And this is something that both of y'all have experienced in your life, right?
Yep.
And so we're going to take a quick break at this moment. And when I say quick, I really mean quick. So again, tag your Monday Night Squad. Also make sure to tag in anybody that has experienced domestic violence, because it's going to be an open discussion on what we're going to be talking about. Also, we're going to get more information on Paradise 2, on her actually, being a artist and a social media influencer. So we're going to kind of combine both of them together. And again, this is an open discussion, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with you guys.
I said, ooh, I'm drowning in the night. Oh, when I'm like this. I said,
Okay, so we are back. Again, this is Late Nights with All Access, episode 136, almost at our 3-year anniversary, which we're going to be planning it. And it's going to be probably something really huge, to where it's going to be not only a live audience, but also a party, So we're going to make it fun. And we have a few different sponsors that are already looking into helping us. So I can't wait until that, because right now it seems like it's just going to go really fast before the end of the year.
Yeah, it's already fucking Halloween this weekend. That's just crazy.
Halloween this weekend.
So crazy.
I cannot believe that, man. And then Thanksgiving, and then Christmas, New Year's, and then
there's
22
months left.
22. Yep.
That shit trips me out.
But as everyone's tuning in, and everyone that's watching us, we appreciate the love and support. So our special guest, Paradise, one of the main reasons why we asked her to come on the show is because of what we were going to talk about is domestic violence. And Paradise, you actually experienced this recently, and kind of just want to, ask you, as a young woman, what are some of the things that crossed your mind when you were going through it?
Well, honestly, it was difficult, because I know that my mom and my dad, they love me so much. So, of course, me telling them, they would go crazy. Mm-hmm. And I didn't want to, let it get to that point. I wanted to see if he would change. And he would say that I'm going to change and I love you. And I promise, a guy should never do that. A guy should never put his hands on a female. That's wrong. And he would admit his wrongs, which I was like, okay, he knows what he's doing. He knows. And I was like, okay, take him back again and again and again. And that's where I knew that they weren't mistakes. It was a habit. Mm-hmm. It became a habit, and it turned to a cycle that I was starting to realize, and I don't want to be in this relationship. Obviously, I'm going to tell y'all this. If y'all love yourselves, y'all would not be in that situation. Y'all would not keep going through that, because let me tell y'all, I did not love myself. I did not love myself if I let myself keep going through that. Let a guy belittle me. Let a guy manipulate me. Let a guy do all these harmful things to me. I didn't love myself. But now I could tell y'all I love myself, and I now know my worth. And I feel so amazing. I feel so independent that I'm doing this all on my own. I don't need to depend on nobody. I'm actually free, and I feel amazing. And I actually met 2 great, wonderful friends from this. And it's crazy. I actually want to tell you something, and it's kind of cool. I'm actually writing a book about it, and we're gonna turn it into a movie.
Very cool.
And I'm actually still writing that book. And the good thing is that it's fresh in a way that I remember everything, and I'm going into detail about everything. So I just want y'all to be ready for that, because I'm not going into detail right now, but y'all will see later on what I'm talking about.
I feel like that has to be a good form of therapy too, in a way, to be able to kind of express it and get it out to the world in your own, way, without, if you don't want to verbally go into detail with everybody, being able to at least do that, I know will definitely help. I dealt with it myself when I was younger. I was, I think, 18 years old, and it was an ex-boyfriend, and it happened multiple times. To one point he tried to kill me, and I got away from it. Finally I was like, that's it. Finally I got enough to call the cops and get him away from me. But when you're stuck in that situation, a lot of people will tell you, why didn't you just leave? And it gets to the point to where you're too scared to leave. You don't know what they're gonna do to you.
It's threats as well. You don't know how far they can take it. And on top of that, when people tell me that, I'm like, you don't even know what I went through. Honestly, guys, I try calling the cops every time that happened. Every time we got into it, I tried to get him my phone. First thing he would do, he'd get my phone, so I wouldn't. And I tried to get out the room. He's there. He's holding the door. So where can I go? How can I leave? All I gotta do, what I would do, is stay calm, let him talk, let everything go through one ear out the other, sleep it off. And then I wouldn't argue the next day because I'm not like that. I'm not the type to argue. I don't like that stuff. So I would just sleep it off and just let it go. And if I brought it up, then it's like, okay, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna bring it up to him, argue with him again, then get my ass beat, and then just let it become a thing, you know? So I was like, nah, I just, you know, and it sucked because I wanted to talk to someone about it, and I had nobody. And I would even tell like my mom like little signs, like I'll give her little signs, and I'm gonna be like, but why would you say that, you know? And what's crazy about it too is that I actually got pregnant from this guy. I got pregnant, and due to the abuse,
Go ahead.
Due to the abuse, I got a miscarriage, and that's one of the main reasons why I'm trying to like fight, and it sucks because for anybody that's going through it right now, I suggest y'all call the cops and y'all let them know ASAP, because y'all do not know how it feels like to call the cops every day and report everything that, you know, the guy's doing, whatever, and having to make reports, and it's like reliving your life every day. And it's like, dang, when is it ever gonna go away? And like, I don't want no women, no other female to go through what I went through, because trust me, it sucks. And luckily I'm healed from it. Like I'm okay to talk about it. I'm open, and I don't mean to be sensitive, but
No,
It's
it's
just every right to be.
Yeah,
Every right to be.
it's just about, you know, that. And
It's not what you're doing right now is not easy, you know, because if it was easy, then everyone would be doing it. But you're young. How old are you again?
I'm 19.
19 years young, and you're speaking up, you know. And I don't know how you felt when you're 18, but was it hard? I mean, like being 18 and going through that, like, is it hard to speak up? I mean,
Yeah, I mean, for me, I had just moved out of my mom's. Like, I was fresh on my own, my first boyfriend in my own apartment. You know what I mean? You're thinking, you know, you're in love and all this shit. And it doesn't start off that way. They don't start off abusive. You don't come into, it's not like you walked into an abusive relationship knowing it was an abusive relationship. It's, I think at some point once feelings start getting involved and there's just, you know, mentally something's just off about that person, but you're already at the point where you're in love, or you think, you know, you love this person at that, you know, at that age. It's puppy love, you know. You think you're in love, you think you know everything, and you know,
had a lot of puppy love.
and as just, you know, your
And toxic
relationship and a toxic, you know, relationship, as long as your relationship progresses and feelings, you know, reactions to certain situations are more intense, are more aggressive. You know, they're trying to control you. They're trying to, you know, they're looking at you, trying to have your phone and fucking, you know, just trying to manipulate you and trying to just make you think that, you know, maybe no one's going to want you if you try to leave, or if you try to leave, you know, they're seriously going to try to hurt you. And it's just, especially at such a young age, you're so naive. You don't have as much experience in the real world and with these relationships. So you don't know if this is normal. You don't, you know, you don't know how this is supposed to go. You don't know if other people are dealing with this.
That's the thing though. Like, I knew, because my mom and my dad, guys, I never heard them argue. None of that. And that's good, because I don't, you know, I'll get like trauma from it, or I would feel like, man, my parents arguing and everything, but they never did. And so I knew that wasn't normal. I knew that wasn't normal. So
you had a good example.
when I would like compare, I'd be like, but my dad gets my mom flowers once a week, but my dad does for my mom, but this and this and that, and you know, it was just like, you know, I know I wasn't asking for too much, so I'm like, I'm not the problem here. Like, you know, you obviously don't love someone if you gonna like do that to them or hurt them. Like, I could never do that to someone. Like, I could like, not even comments, I could never go and hate on someone or nothing. I could never do that. And that's why, like, going through that situation, I'm the type to like hear a person out. So when this person would yell or whatever, I would just be like, okay, well, what's wrong? And this and that. And I would just sit there, you know, quietly, not say nothing, because I knew that my mom always told me this, and they always stuck in my head, was that if you're arguing with someone, like, or like you're in a relationship and they're arguing with you, make sure that one has stayed calm and the other one, because if it's both of y'all, then both of y'all are gonna get at, and it's gonna escalate bad. And every time she told me that, I just like learned from that. So I made sure like not to be the aggressive one, or like not say anything. And even me still being quiet,
and it doesn't make you weak either.
Yeah, it doesn't make me weak. Hell no. Like I wouldn't, like I even if you know my insecurities or anything, I'm not gonna show it. I'm not gonna give you power. That's for sure. I'm not gonna like let that slide. But knowing how little I am, I can only take so much, you know?
Yeah.
Yep, that's part
I'm
of it
only
too.
5 feet tall and I only weigh 98 pounds. Like, come on now.
Sheesh, that was me in high school.
That was me in 3rd grade. Man.
Well, I'm glad you got out of that, because those situations are tough, and people from the outside looking in, people that have never been through it, really just don't understand, because they will sit there and they will judge you and they will be like, why didn't you just leave? And it's never that easy to just leave.
No,
it's
it's
really not as much as other people think it is.
You know what? I think one of the main reasons why it's not as easy is because you have these society has these sayings like "my ride and die," you know, and then you have movies and different like shows that kind of show the toxic relationship, but yet they're still together because they're ride and die or whatever sayings there are, and it shows like it's okay when it's not okay to be in a fucked up relationship. It's like no matter if it's abusive physically or mentally, you should be able to be strong enough and say, this is not good for us, or be mature enough to where you can have that civil, you know, conversation and say, this is not really working for us, instead of being mad and angry. Like in my early 20s, I was in toxic relationships, and I remember one of them was really good, like a good relationship, and then the other ones were toxic. And so I didn't think that I deserved a good relationship based on being in toxic relationships, because I thought I was the issue. And that person told me, she's like, do you realize that you dated the same type of women and you weren't the problem? It was just the women that you decided to date. She's like, how many times do you and I argue? How many times have you and I fought? I was like, none. I was like thinking about it. I was like, damn. I was like, she's right. Like, and the thing is that now getting older, I don't have the energy to want to argue. Like if I ever argue with anybody, I'm just like, what am I doing? Like, think about this. Is this going to affect us? You know, like the next hour?
Yeah.
Is it even like, no? Can we just, all right, you know? Like, that's just I guess when you get older, you should get mature when you get older. But also, I think men out here need to be going to Bible studies or getting a mentor, or, you know, getting themselves, you know, in support groups, to where if they were raised, because you said something key, if your parents never argue or didn't, you know, get like that, then you already know what's wrong, what's right. Compared to someone that's growing up,
I didn't have that, so I didn't
my
have an
stepdad
example.
beat the shit out of my mom, like, you know, it's plenty of times, and I saw it, and I was just like, so when I was in my early 20s, being in a toxic relationship, it was kind of like normal in a way, because I was like, oh well, my mom went through it, my stepdad went through it, and all this stuff. But I'm just like, you said something really key. I think that the way you're raised and your household does a lot. You know.
And the thing is too, like you said, like as you get older, you should mature. And the thing is, guys, I was 19 years old and this man was 26. Like, how is it that I knew right from wrong and like he didn't? You know what I mean? Like, he was, you know, doing all that stuff, and I'm like, bro, I'm way too mature for you. Like, you need to, like, you know, it's like kind of like they're like mentally ill or something, because like, how can, and now I'm not the only woman he's done this to. Like, other girls have hit me up about it. So it's like, wow, like, so this is what you do. Like, it's not like to me, I thought like, oh, he's just doing it, I'm the only person, I'm the only girl. Like, no, you've been doing this, so like, you know what you're doing. And I was like pendeja, thinking like, oh, he loves me, he's crazy over me. No, girl, he's just crazy. He's just crazy. He's not crazy over me, he's just crazy. And I'm glad that I realized this at a young age, because now I know the red flags and the signs, and it sucks that I went through it, but
You had to go through it, though.
yeah, because now I could speak up, and not just for myself, but for the other girls that went through this, and for girls that are going through it now, and me as like y'all know me, I guess, TikTok girl, whatever. Like, y'all gonna be like, what? She went through that. I'm going through the same thing, and you know what, girl? Like, I'm a normal human being, just like y'all. Like, I go through stuff just like y'all, and that's why music. I like writing music, because like I could put my pain and everything when I want in my music, because it's so hard for me to speak and get my point across. But when I'm just outside smoking, just listening to some beats, I'm like, okay, I'm in my vibe, in my zone, and like boom, I get it all down. That's why that one song, Bonnie and Clyde, I went through through actually toxic relationship, and that song went like crazy. And it's because it's real, and people go through it, and like it makes me feel good, because I'm like, dang, I'm not alone. Like there's other girls going through it, and it makes me feel better, and I'm pretty sure it makes them feel as good too, because they're like, wow, like she got this many followers and she goes through this.
How many months were you going through it?
So it actually started like in May. It started in May, right? Like,
that was this year?
Yeah,
Oh,
this year.
very recent.
It was yeah. And I left the relationship in July. And the reason why I left it is because the last straw was, let me tell you this, I saw him put his hands on his mom.
Ooh.
And once I see now, I was like, bro, if you could put your hands on your own mom that gave birth to you, bro, you could put your hands on any female. So right there, when I seen that, I was like, and that's because his mom was trying to protect me. And they say that like, oh, but she was trying to protect you. But no, guys, she was trying to protect him from hurting me, so he wouldn't go to jail. And to me, I was thinking like she's on my side, like she's protecting me, she, whatever. But no, a mom and a dad's always gonna be on their kid's side, regardless, whatever it is. So, and let me tell y'all this: him and his mom were arguing, and he grabbed a hold of her hair, he grabbed a hold of my hair, and I was wearing a wig, so he pulled that shit off, and then he like pushed his mom, and his mom's like bigger than him, and he pushed his mom then pushed me, and I fell to the ground. And that's when he got a hold of me, and he shoved my head against the desk, and I cut my head open. And after that, I was done. I didn't like ever seen him again. Never. I was like, bro, I could have died today. Like, and the thing is though, God gave me signs. He gave me red flags, and he was like, look, you're not listening to me, I'm gonna give you a big slap in your face, because you need to hear this. Like, and I heard it, and I'm just like,
you heard it and you
know
felt
what,
it and
God,
you saw it.
yeah. And I'm thankful it was only like, I was only with him for 7 months, and it wasn't like longer.
Yeah.
Because I knew if it was longer, it probably would have been harder to leave. But thankfully I left, sooner than later.
So what encouraged you to want to speak on it? What was like, okay, now I went through it, now
so
what's the next step for you?
At first I was like telling my mom that I didn't even want to press charges. I didn't want nothing to do with him. I just wanted to leave it alone. And then I started to realize, like, guys, I'm a really respectful person. I'm not gonna go through nobody's phone, and I never went through his phone, and I would always get butterflies in my stomach, like, man, he's doing something. But me, I'm like, I'm gonna trust you, and if you're doing something, like, God's gonna put it in front of me, I'm not gonna go look for it, because if I go look for it, that's me asking for it. I'm gonna cry, and I'm gonna be in pain. That's me. I'm doing it to myself. So I never did that. And he would try to, like, I don't know how to explain it. He would try to like belittle me and stuff, and I was like, not dealing with that. But when mom was telling me about we were having a talk, because I was in the hospital. I went to the hospital the next day because they didn't take me to the hospital when I had got the cut. So when I went back home to San Antonio, I went to the hospital, and me and mom were talking, and she was then like, we were just having a little like talk, little private talk, and it made me open my eyes, and I was like, wow, mom, like, like, you're right. And like I said, I never went through his phone or anything. And this girl had hit me up through Instagram, and she was like, hey, I dealt with him in the past, whatever. Like, I know what you mean. I know what you're going through. And I was like, oh, hey, girl, like, let's get on a phone call. Let's talk. And she was telling me, and she told me that, like, he was with her while with me. And then he was talking to his baby mama. He was talking to all these 3 females at the same time. And then I was like, you know what? Hell nah, bro. Like, you're not about to get away with it. And then when I found out other females were getting abused by him as well, I was like, I'm going to stand up for y'all. You know, if y'all can't do it, it's okay. I got y'all because I'm going to do it for y'all. And that's really what pushed me to want to, like, expose him and make, like, this coming out. I guess, like, he did that because other females that go through this, you know, they're afraid. They feel like they're embarrassed. You know, I was embarrassed. Like, you know, like I made it seem like we were cool, like we were good. Everybody thought like, what? Like he did that. Like, you know, of course I'm not gonna post like us arguing or us on bad terms. I'm not gonna do that, you know?
That's true.
So everybody thought like, no. And, you know, they would be like, well, I want to hear his side of the story. And I'm like, he's gonna manipulate you like he manipulated me. Like, you know? And
abuser is not gonna be like, I'm an abuser.
Yeah. But he would, it was just signs that he would give off and stuff. But yeah, like I feel like the females that really came forward to me and told me that he did that to them, that really pushed me to want to talk about it. And also I found that when he was cheating on me, when I found that out, I actually even have a recording of it. I had a panic attack because I was like I didn't want to hear it no more. Like I was like, she was telling me all these things, I was listening, I was like, wow, like I respected him and everything. You know, he abused me. He took my baby away from me. He did this to other females. He lied. He cheated. Oh, hell no. You're not getting away with that. No, you're not. I'm sorry. And no, I have to speak on it. I have to.
That's good. I'm proud of you for doing that. Honestly, I wish when I was younger, I guess I wish I had, enough guts to come out and speak on it and press charges or whatever it was at that time. I didn't do any of that, honestly. He went to the army and took off, and I was just like, you know what, clean slate, let's move forward, let's heal from this. And I don't think you ever really fully heal from something like that. It's gonna fuck you up mentally, emotionally, even after all the bruising and the cuts and everything is gone, you're still gonna have that. But at the end of the day, you have that experience to know what to look for and to know what you deserve and to know how much you're worth and to know that you deserve to be respected, not just as being a female, but you're a human fucking being. You deserve as much respect as anybody else does. So you're not just here to be a side piece. You're not just here to make him look good and be a trophy or whatever like that. You're a fucking human being and you deserve to be respected just as much as he does. And so just looking for those red flags, the manipulation, the trying to control you, the even a lot of times it does start off as verbal and emotional abuse. A lot of times is how it starts, and then it escalates from there. So just being able to sit there and start noticing the red flags and recognizing them before they escalate, and just standing up for yourself, just putting your foot down if it starts coming to them disrespecting you, trying to manipulate you, control you, and you just start seeing that it's a toxic situation and having that open communication with your partner. Because at the end of the day, I'm as strong as I am now because I went through that, just like you are. You're stronger now because you went through that. So something positive did come out of it. I'm sad. I'm sad. It breaks my heart that you had to go through something like that. But you are who you are now, and you know what to look for, and you know what you deserve. And who's to say without that happening, maybe you wouldn't be where you're at right now, mature wise and mentally, if you hadn't gone through that. So, it made you who you are today, and you have great outlets, writing a book, doing a movie, you have your music and stuff that you can actually put out there as a form of self-expression and therapy to get through this, and also have your fans be able to relate to you in a certain way that they couldn't before, and respect you in a whole nother level that, maybe they just didn't before because they didn't know about this, so I think it's awesome that you did take that stand, and that you did, I don't know if you press charges or whatever route it is that you're going with that, but the fact that you're able to sit there and talk about it and express yourself and sit here and be vulnerable in front of people like that, trust me, there's people that are watching right now, they're like, damn, like I went through this too, and I want to share my story now or something like that. Maybe it'll help me. You know what I mean? They should.
And honestly, speaking on it actually makes me feel better because I'm like, letting it go slowly by slowly. So it actually does feel good to talk about it. And like I said, guys, if you're going through it right now, I like really want y'all to leave or like call the cops when you're going through it, because trust me, I wish like I could have done that. Like, man, I couldn't, but I wish I could have, because if it would happen on the spot, they're gonna go arrest him right away, and boom, he's in jail. But now, guys, now that it's an after thing, now it's like I gotta read reports, and then I'm doing a protective order. It's a long process. This happened in July, and we're still going through it, and it's October.
I just don't get how that works, because the justice system is fucked. Because I've been in jail 8 times, and you know, I had an ex that claimed that I did something to her, and it was a year after we even broke up. And I'm an open book. I talk about everything, and it's just mind blowing, because when I talked to you and your mom and y'all told me, it's just mind blowing, because I'm just like, didn't give me an opportunity to even say my side, nothing. So when I got, you know, in trouble based on, and this was years ago, people, this was like 6, 7, 8 years ago when this happened, I got in trouble with the law for something that was claimed that I did that I never did. And I went to, like, you get a court attorney and whatever. I told the attorney, I was like, go to trial. I was like, I have nothing to lose. I was like, I know I'm innocent. And the attorney was like, no, why don't you do plea bargain? I was like, fuck the plea bargains. I've done too many plea bargains in my life that it screwed me over. I was like, just go to trial. I was like, I know I'm innocent. I didn't do shit wrong. So for what you going through, and you actually have pictures, and you have, you know, like everything documented, it's crazy, because someone that did something to me a year later after we're done just claimed to say something that I did. I'm just like, how does that even work? The justice system really needs to get fixed. And thankfully, you know, I did go to, you know, trial and all that, and it dropped. It got dismissed because obviously I was innocent. Like, but the thing is like, I just don't get how the justice system, they see pictures, they know you, they see knowing other women, and then they still let someone be free. It just doesn't make sense to me.
They have to get the other person's side of the story as well, which is like sucks. It's like bro, like it's okay, because I know that I'm telling the truth. There's even screenshots of him admitting it, like his mom admitting it, his brother admitting it, like video recordings of his mom saying it. Like there's so much proof, and we're just like, bro, why is it taking forever? But the thing is, though, I'm not a quitter. I'm not gonna stop until I get what I want, and I'm gonna get my justice. And
you know what? That the reason why it takes so long is because they're probably wanting you to drop it.
No, and I'm not going to.
So don't drop it. Continue every single day.
I know damn well I did not call cops every damn day just for him not to be where he belongs to be.
Yeah.
So no, I'm not going to stop. I don't care. Like that's what they're hoping for, because they keep resetting the date, the court date, so that way, like, oh, whatever, like I'm gonna get her mad, or she's gonna want to stop. Hell no, I'm sorry, but you got the wrong girl. Like I'm sorry, but I'm the type that I'm not gonna quit. I'm not like gonna stop until I get what I want. So I'm gonna get there, and I'm gonna get my justice.
Will.
I have nothing but respect, kudos to you, all of the above, because you are doing something that's really, really hard for a lot of females to do. So I have mad props and respect for you taking a stand to do that and sticking to it. But I do kind of want to, piggyback off, you being blamed in the past for doing so. It's not just females that do get abused. Guys get abused as well. And a lot of people think, oh, it's the guy, saying it or claiming it, oh, it must not be true because it wasn't the female. No, I've seen it. Guys get abused as well. So guys, if there's anyone that's watching and you've been through, I can't really speak too much on it because I'm not a guy, but I just do want to put that out there, that we do acknowledge that this does happen to men.
It does
as well.
It does happen to men in a degree, and I don't think there's men that actually get. I don't know if they get beat up by girls or not, but I know when you're with a toxic person as a male and you're with a toxic woman, it's hard to feel like a man to where you're trying to show her better. And what really messes up with the man is when your woman is mentally abusive, because it's the same way just for women. Like if a man, mentally abusive to you, then you have self-doubt, and then that self-doubt,
that's a key word.
Like in your confidence goes lower, and then you start thinking like, well, maybe she's right, or maybe he's right. Maybe I'm something's wrong with me. Maybe this is what I deserve. Or you start thinking about, things that had happened that you did wrong that leads up to you being in that situation, and you're thinking that, and you mentioned something with the miscarriage. We went through a miscarriage, and because of my early 20s, we had an abortion. I thought, and I've spoke about this before, I thought because of that decision in my early 20s, like 20 years old, going through an abortion, I thought I had a miscarriage because of that. So like, and that's not the reason why we had the miscarriage. Everything's in God's hands. But what I'm saying is that everything you go through in life, you do sometimes think about, man, maybe it was because of this. This is the reason why it happened to me. Like for a split second when we went through a miscarriage, for a split second I thought, damn it, it's probably because I had an abortion.
You start kind of blaming yourself.
Like I was blaming myself
that you're going through.
because of like it's. But then you gotta think like, no, it's not. That's not how it works. So what you did for all women to just like young women to just hear you speak about it, like you going live on your social media platforms. What was the response like just from your fans? Like, because a lot of people, as she's our special guest, she's a huge social media influencer when it comes to Instagram and TikTok. And I know that we won't have much time to talk about it, but I mean, for you to share that into your followers and all that, what was the response from them?
Well, honestly, I haven't went live and really talked about the situation only because of the reports and everything. I know that he still stalks me and stuff, so I don't want him to get any hints of anything. So but when I did expose a video of all the bruises, the cut he made, everything, like the proof, like the pictures and stuff, everyone was spreading the word. They were even saying like the reason why I got a relationship, and they'll like I made a TikTok. The reason why I got a relationship, and they'll put like my pictures because like I motivated them to like leave a toxic relationship, not even abusive, but like a toxic one, because I was saying the red flags and stuff. And a lot of guys were really, really mad, and they were even hitting me up. What should I do? Like, let me know. And I'm thinking, we're gonna do this the right way, the legal way. Okay, I want him locked up. Okay, like it's better. Yeah, it's better. Because he's like, hopefully, I know he won't learn from it, but hopefully he gets experience out of it, because it's not right. It's not right for any man to put their hands on any female. So they were really upset. My fans were really upset. They actually he got 10K followers from it. Honestly, he got 10K followers from it. But it was all like not love followers. It was all like my people, and they just wanted to keep up what he was putting on his stories and what he was posting. Everybody was saying, calling him an abuser in the comments and everything. And even when he started going live more, and like I guess like doing whatever, and people in the comments are calling him out of stuff. And there was even this one time where he went live and he had said someone was saying about my miscarriage, and then he was like, shut up before I get you pregnant and I kill and then he was live with a girl, and that was screen recorded as well. We sent that to the cops right away, because and he admits it, like he's just a bad, evil person. And I know there's not, he's not the only bad person. There's many other bad people out there. And I just want to like look out for like my people, my friends that love me, my fans that care about me, anybody, like, because it's a really, I went through that, and I didn't think I deserved that. And nobody does. So I really hope that this really encourages y'all to like not being one. And no, he does not love you. He says he loves you, and he's hitting you, or he's mentally, physically hurting you. He does not love you. Girl, leave. That is not love. That is not love. Because I've seen love, and I've seen my parents, and that's love. And my dad,
that's a good example.
My dad never puts his hands on my mom. And the way my dad treats my mom, that's how I want my man to treat me. So, yeah, know your worth. Know your worth.
Yep, know your worth, what she said.
Man, I feel like we could talk more and more, and we appreciate you being on set with us. Once again, quick shout out to DZIR Nightclub for being our sponsor location. Halloween is coming up this weekend, and we're going to make this brief, quick, because we are running out of time for this episode. But real quick, do you have any big plans for Halloween?
Okay, so actually I got 3 Halloween outfits. So I'm gonna be a ninja on Friday, and then I'm actually performing this Saturday. I'm performing with my friend. I'm gonna be like an angel, and then on Sunday's Halloween, and I'm debating. I don't know if I want to be a cop or Sola 69. I'm not sure. I don't know. I feel like it would be funny if I was Jenny 69 for Halloween, but I know this weekend is gonna be lit, so I'm actually really excited.
I would like to see that. I picture it now. I could picture it now. What am I gonna do this week? I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, JT's birthday.
Yeah, it's JT's birthday. His birthday's November 1st, so we celebrate Halloween every year because at midnight it turns his birthday. So Friday we'll be celebrating his birthday. We'll be at Bruise Brothers.
Nice.
Celebrating his birthday. Robbie Rob in the mix. And Saturday we're gonna do like a little birthday dinner thing at Surfing Crab. I promise he picked it, not me, but it's like one of my favorite restaurants because I'm addicted to crab. And then Sunday we're going to Austin, so we'll be celebrating Halloween in Austin. And running around, around the streets. I took Monday off, so running around the streets, and then he flies out to Vegas on Monday, and I will be driving back to San Antonio to come do the show and be here with y'all at nighttime, guys.
Oh, I know, that's so nice,
isn't it?
That's so funny. I have a friend that just hit me up not too long ago, and so tomorrow I look like I'm gonna be going to the Spurs versus Lakers game.
Nice.
And my friend, he likes to get like really good seats, so I'm excited for it. It was crazy because he just out of nowhere, he was just like, he's been out of the country for like a year or so, and he just hit me up while I was at the gym and says, "You got tickets to tomorrow's game?" I was like, "No." He said, "Now you do." I'm like, "Okay, I guess
That's a
I
nice
do."
surprise.
Yeah,
it's a nice surprise.
He's a good guy, man. He's been friends since middle school, so. I appreciate the love, Mike. His name is Mike. And
that's cute.
I know, right? And this week, party buses all out. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we have a couple of them available. And then Hotel Discotheque has a huge party. They've been already sold out for 3 weeks. So be there Saturday night, have some really big clients coming in. And Friday, probably go show some love over there at Bruce.
Come through.
So Melinda will be out of the in Houston for the weekend, so I'm gonna go show some love.
I apologize ahead of time for the behavior you're gonna witness that night.
All right. And then Sunday, or actually, you know what? Since we're here at DZIR, they have a huge Halloween party, Waka Flocka, here. So you got to make sure to show some love. Get your tickets on Instagram.
The link is in the bio on Instagram.
Yes. And the what else? And that's it really for me. Like just that. Nothing else. And then of course Monday, new month, November.
That shit's crazy to me.
We have some really good special guests for next month. So we have Jules, we have Toy's cousin, Dave with the health shop. We'll probably have a couple other people on too as well. So looking forward to it.
Very dope. Social media?
Social media, official MikeAnthony.Torres on Instagram, Late Nights TV on Instagram. Please make sure to go to our YouTube channel, subscribe, and Facebook, Mike Anthony Torres. And that's about it for me.
Social media?
Paradise DD on all platforms: TikTok, Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook. Oh yeah, Facebook, I'm doing live. So if y'all want to know how to do some bomb ass motherfucking makeup, y'all should go on my Facebook lives, because that's where I do them. Like, I do some really good makeup. I mean, I didn't go all out today because I want to look natural, but
it looks better than me. Shit, I'm gonna watch.
It looks better than me too.
I don't even know how to put eyelashes on, so I'm gonna be like, okay, how do you put these on? Because I'm like, they look good. I just don't know how to fuck to do it. See, that's our, and mine aren't even nowhere near as long as yours, and you still do it. I don't know. I'm just gonna be watching. I'm gonna tune in. I'm like, okay, slower. Do it one more time. Zoom in on the other eye.
Once again, I want to just say thank you for speaking up for all women, anyone that's going to domestic violence. If one of our viewers, how do you say his name? MZ Austin, is that how you say it? MZ Austin. We pinned his comment because it has a lot of information. So, but again, all the viewers that were watching, this is going to be replayed all week long. So if you missed it, people are going to be able to see the replay all week. But again, just personally, just want to say thank you for just coming and just sharing your story and just speaking about it. October is known for Domestic Violence Month. If you're going through any type of situation, please speak up. Please don't be ashamed. There's people out there that will support. All the information is pinned in our comments below. And, you know, hopefully it doesn't get to the point to where you can't say anything.
Yeah, and I do want to, you know, I think once probably a year, so when it is this month and there's like usually a post or something on Facebook, I do decide to, you know, let people know, hey, I've been through this as well, because just like you said, you know, you want people to know, because if, you know, you have a following, hey, I go through this shit too, because people kind of put you on a pedestal, you know, in some sense, and, you know, think that you kind of just have everything just because it looks like you're living the good life and they're following you. And, you know, that's not always the case. There's a lot that goes on behind the scenes that people don't see, a lot of things that we deal with personally that people don't see, that we just don't always have the guts to share. But like I said, I commend you for coming on here and being able to share that, being able to be vulnerable and let, you know, your followers and some of our followers know. And especially me, I just met you. It's my first time, you know, seeing you. So for you to be able to share that, be vulnerable, and let me in a little bit to know that side of you, you know, I definitely respect that and I appreciate that. I also do want to say, you know, people, if you have someone that you do need to talk to, you're always more than welcome to message me. I would love to. I've had a few people, when I do share those posts and I do let it be known, I have had a few people that have reached out in the past just because they have to vent. They have, you know, they want someone they can talk to about it that can relate to them and that's been through it, and that can kind of, hey, I understand what you're going through. I've been there, and you'll be okay. You'll get through it. Just like I'm still here, you'll get through it. And so, you know, my social media, it's Natalie Charlene on Facebook. It's Nat Boogie, no E, on Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. Please feel free to always slide into my DMs if you ever need someone to talk to about anything, you know, domestic violence, you know, anything that I can do to help out, just to be even an ear, just to be eyes to read your story, whatever it might be. Please, please, please feel free. I would rather you reach out and do that than you keep it inside and it ends up being, you know, a much more serious situation. So please feel free. Once again, it's Natalie Charlene on Facebook, Nat Boogie, no E, on Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. So please feel free to reach out to me. Thank you so much for being here, Paradise. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much for inviting me. Honestly, it feels great, you know, to let my, you know, some of my supporters are on here. Thank you so much for coming on here. Y'all are literally the best. To come on here and like talk about it on live, because like I said, I have not even really spoke about it, like, or went into detail about like any of these things. And now y'all know, and y'all kind of know the more about it, I guess, because y'all only seen like the screenshots and stuff, but y'all never really heard the story about it or anything. And like I said, guys, if y'all going through right now, please, I suggest, you know, if y'all have a cry for help, please, you know, let someone know, please, because trust me, like your thoughts, it's better to let someone know than to let your thoughts take control. And that's where it, you know, goes downhill from there. But other than that, thank you so much for having me on here and talking to y'all. Mike Anthony, it was fun. Like, I haven't talked to Mike Anthony in a while, so you know, to be talking to him again, and you as well, it's nice meeting you. And thank you, guys.
We'll have to bring you back on sometime.
Yes.
For sure. And thank you, everyone that watches and continues to watch and support. It's Late Nights with All Access. Catch us every Monday night. Myself, Nat Boogie, with Mike Anthony right here, guys. I hope y'all have a good night. Stay blessed. Be safe. Have a good Halloween, guys.
Happy Halloween.
Peace.
Bye.
You got
I'm stressing, I just hit this bone. Riding slowly. Come here, put that thing